Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Millie. Today we're going to be talking about something incredibly important, something that can transform your entire life, taking back your power. Now, I know it sounds big, and it is, but it's also completely within your reach, no matter where you are in your life right now. Maybe you've felt like you've been given too much of yourself away, or maybe you found yourself in situations where you feel powerless, in situations at work, or even in how you see yourself. Trust me, we've all been there. The good news is you can reclaim your power. You can take it back bits by bits and live your life on your own terms. And today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do that. Are you ready? Let's jump right in. The first step to taking back your power or taking your power back is recognizing where and how you lost it. It's hard to reclaim something you don't even realize is gone, right? So I want you to ask yourself a couple of honest, maybe tough questions. Where in your life do you feel like you're not in control? Where do you feel drained? Is it in a job where you feel unappreciated? In a relationship where you feel your needs are not being met? Or maybe it's internal. Maybe you lost trust in your own decisions or self-worth. These are places where your power has been slipping away bit by bit, but awareness is key to change. Once you see the leaks, you can start patching them. Let's give you an example. You started a job, you were confident, you were driven. Over the years, the job became demanding and your boss started taking you for granted, and you found yourself working late hours, always saying yes to every request, even if you don't have any energy, and you're slowly losing your spark. One thing that we as humans do is when we're losing our spark, or when we're losing ourselves, we don't even realize we're doing it. What ends up happening is you lose your power. You've given your power to your job, allowing your job to dictate your worth and your happiness. I know that sounds familiar. I mean, to me, I've been there, and it happens to a lot of us. We compromise, we stay silent when we shouldn't, and before we know it, we're living on someone else's terms instead of our own. But here's the thing, you can always take it back. Now, here's one of the most important tools you will ever learn when it comes to reclaiming your power: setting boundaries. Your power lies in knowing where to say no. It lies in protecting your time, your energy, and your emotional well-being. I know it's easier said than done. Saying no can feel scary, especially if you're used to always being a people pleaser, if you're worried about disappointing others. But guess what? Every time you say yes to something that drains you, you're saying no to yourself. You're giving away a little piece of your power, and that's not fair to you. Here's how you start small. Let's say you've got a friend who always calls you to vent, never ask you how you're doing. You listen, offer advice, and afterwards you feel exhausted. Instead of picking up the phone the next time they call, set boundaries. You can say something like, "Hey, I love being there for you, but I feel a bit overwhelmed right now. Can we talk later?" Right? You're not being mean, you're protecting your energy. And that, my friends, is taking your power back. Another example that I'm gonna give to you. Let's say you're at work, you're constantly asked to do things outside of your role. And it's okay to set boundaries there too. Yes, I love to help with this, but my plate is full right now. Can we revisit this when I have more time? Not only does this establish your value, but it also shows that you respect your own limits. Power is in those limits. Boundaries aren't walls. They're actually doors you control. The next thing that I'm going to be talking about is speaking up without fear. Let me ask a question. How many times have you held back from saying what you truly felt or wanted to? Maybe you were afraid of confrontation, or being judged, or even being liked. Every time you silence yourself, you're giving power away. It's time for you to speak up for yourself, to let people know what you want or what you don't. And this doesn't mean you're being confrontational or aggressive. It's about being assertive and clear about your needs, desires, and your boundaries. Here's an example. Imagine being in a relationship where you feel like your partner's needs come first over yours. Maybe they decide how you spend your weekends and where you go on vacation. You've gone along with it for so long because it's easier than arguing with them or suggesting something. But deep down, resentment is building up. This is a sign that your power is slipping away. To take it back, you need to start having those uncomfortable conversations. You might say, I've noticed we usually do things your way. I would like to really start making more decisions together. It's direct, it's honest, it's rooted in respect for both you and the other person. Reclaiming your voice isn't just for relationships. It's for every area of your life, at work, social situations. Don't let fear of rejection or discomfort keep you silent. When you start speaking up, you'll be amazed how much stronger you feel and how others start respecting your boundaries too. The next step that we're going to be talking about is let go of what you can't control. Let go and let God. Now, here's a big one. Letting go of what you can't control this is probably one of the hardest lessons to learn, but one of the most freeing. Sometimes we lose our power because we're trying to control things that aren't ours to control. We try to change other people, we try to control outcomes, hold on to situations that are out of our hands. And in doing that, we end up drained and frustrated. But the truth is, you can't control everything. You can't control how people treat you, what they think of you, or how certain events unfold. What you can control is how you respond. You can control your attitude, your action, and where you focus your energy. Letting go does not mean you're giving up. It means you're shifting your energy away from things that weaken you and back to the things that empower you. For example, let's say you've been in a conflict with a friend, and no matter how much you try to resolve it, they won't meet you halfway. Instead of obsessing over why they won't change, focus on what you can do. Maybe that means taking a step back, focusing on your own well-being, and deciding how much space you want to give that person in your life, if any. That's taking your power back. You do not need to win every battle. Sometimes taking your power is about walking away from things that aren't serving you anymore. The final step, and most important of all, is rebuilding your confidence. Taking back your power starts from within. It's about reconnecting with your sense of worth and remembering who you truly are. Confidence doesn't mean you'll never have doubts or fears. It means you trust yourself to handle whatever comes your way. You know you can make decisions that honor your needs and values. This inner shift is where real power lies. The kind of power that no one can take from you. Start small. Take note of the moments when you stand up for yourself, when you set boundaries, when you say no to something that doesn't serve you. Celebrate those moments. Every time you do, you're strengthening the inner power muscle. If you feel like you've lost your confidence along the way, don't worry. It's still there. It might be buried under your self-doubt and fear, but it's there. Trust me. Once you start reclaiming your voice, setting boundaries, and focusing on what you can control, your confidence will start to grow again. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with someone who this video might benefit. And always remember that you can reclaim your power. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.